Hey everybody, it's Deb. Let me plug in and let me share this across the interwebs. How's everyone doing today? It is school vacation week here, and I'm trying to fit it all in. So if you have kids at home, you know what that feels like. Let me just share this live stream. Hold on one second. All right. Hopefully you guys have some pen and paper, maybe a glass of water. I'm going to take a sip of mine first and put this in a safe place so it doesn't hit my computer. If you're just joining me, I am Deb LaFlamme. I'm the owner of For Love of Your Biz. Trying a new angle today for our live. Hopefully it works and the lighting's good. I've been a part of the smartphone video school, so I'm trying to use some of the tips that I have or that I've learned here on my own live. You know, like they say, we need to learn what we teach. And I was in that program. I was actually the talent, they called me, which is funny. But, all right, so it is 3 o'clock or 3:30 Eastern time, 3:32. And as promised, I am going to talk today about scheduling. And I'm going to talk about scheduling for social media. And it was sparked by a conversation I've had earlier or late last week about how much I should be scheduling versus how much I should be doing live. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I want to talk about I think I wrote the good, the bad, and the laid back. I think it's really important with social media that you're not strict and you're not hard on yourself. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I want to reference for a minute, if you're just joining us, we are talking about scheduling social media, basically pros and cons, and some tips that I can offer you to be able to easily schedule social media marketing. We'll talk about tools, not as much as we could. We could do that another time. But this morning in my private group, we took a poll. I took a poll about how much of your social media marketing is scheduled. So I'm just going to look at the results of that because I think it's pretty eye-opening. And actually the trick here is that there's really no right or wrong answer. It's really just what you're comfortable with for your business. But in the poll, okay, it was answered by a bunch of people. I can't off the top of my head read exactly how many people. 8. So it was answered by a great number of people. The question was, how much of your social media marketing is scheduled? And the options to answer, the poll options were 0, 25%, 50%, or 100%. And I was actually surprised at how, first of all, no one answered 50%. And no one answered, how do I schedule my social media? So that made me happy that the people that were involved in the poll, they know how to schedule, which is great. Because I really want you guys to know that you don't have to work so hard to be successful. You can use some tools to make things a little bit easier for you. I want you to love marketing your business. And so that's why we're going to talk about scheduling today. And that piece is really starting to bug me. So I apologize. Okay, so let's talk about the people who selected 25%. 25% of their social media marketing is scheduled. And first of all, I love everyone's honesty, and there's a bunch of people that said 0 is scheduled. And truth be told, that means that there's opportunity for everybody to figure out what works best for their business. So Scheduling, let's think about the benefits of scheduling before we talk about why you should or shouldn't schedule and why you should or shouldn't stay strict with your marketing. But scheduling can help you stay organized, right? If you have a scheduling tool, whether it's even just in your Facebook page, it can help you organize your thoughts, organize your content. So scheduling can absolutely help you stay scheduled. Scheduling can also, I'm going to put my notes here so that I can look at you from over here. Scheduling can also help you stay busy in your business. I can't tell you how many times I've talked to people that feel very overwhelmed because they know they have to post, but they haven't posted, and marketing their business takes away time from working in their business and on their business, and so it stresses them out. But if you've got things scheduled, if you've got content in a scheduler, no matter what tool you use, you've got it already set up, you can somewhat put it out of your mind, not forget it, but put it out of your immediate mind so you can focus on your business. So scheduling can help you stay organized, and scheduling can help you stay busy in your business, right? Focus on the things that you love to do, more of what you love to do. Scheduling can also help you go on a vacation. Last week, I did a Facebook Live in one of my peers' groups, and we were talking about the benefits of social media planning and scheduling so that you can go on vacation. Doesn't that sound amazing? Maybe you've heard I'm going away in a couple of weeks. And for those that don't know I'm going away, they won't even know that I'm away because my social media platforms will run just as they do as if I was here in my office working the 9 to 5, which we all know I do more of. But so scheduling can help you with those things. Imagine staying organized with your thoughts and your content, staying busy in your business because you know that the marketing is taken care of, and scheduling can give you the power to not feel like you've left your business behind when you go on vacation, because you don't want to stop marketing. I mean, we all deserve time off. So set up some posts, set up some content, set up a contest, whatever it is, send out an email blast, reach your fans and followers when you're not online. I mean, there are people that aren't online in their business all the time, and you shouldn't feel bad about it. You should want to be off. And so a scheduling opportunity, scheduling your social media can help you do that. So back to the poll, because the poll statistics are pretty awesome. So again, of all the people that answered the poll that I asked, and the question was, hold on one second, how much of your social media marketing is scheduled? And a bunch of you answered 25%. More than a bunch of you answered 0, meaning that you're not using a scheduler or a scheduling tool. One person said 100%. No one reported half of their content was scheduled, and no one admitted to not knowing that there's opportunities to schedule. So there is something to say, though, about there is something called too much scheduling. And of course, there's something too little scheduled or no scheduled, right? So I want to enforce and remind you that you do want to find a balance in your business when it comes to marketing. You do want to find what works best for you and your business. So I want to talk about that. And if you're here, I'm just going to check the comments here. And it looks like I can't even like your comments. It's so funny. So I can see KP's here. Hi, Stacy. How are you? So if you're here, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you are currently scheduling your content. If you are, let me know if you're giving that a try, how it's working for you. And if you are scheduling your content, hey, Cindy, let me know how much of your content you're scheduling. And let's talk a little bit about the balance between scheduling and popping in and being fluid. I think that it is really important for all of us to have there be a good balance of what works best. And I can tell you that because I work for a bunch of clients in a variety of industries, I do schedule a lot, but most of it is because I am blocking time in my calendar, and this goes back to multiple strategic planning moments in your business, making sure that you're planning and curating that content. This is actually helping you to get the content out. But because I work for such a variety of clients in different industries, I block time each week to curate content for their business, right? Whether it's blog posts or posts to go on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, I make sure that I'm blocking that time. And when I'm blocking that time and curating, I'm also scheduling, right? So let me just read. Scheduling with 30% gives you an option to be spontaneous. Yeah, perfect. Great. Good point. So you need to find a balance on what works for you, what works for your business. If you're doing this for clients, what works for them. You know, when you are scheduling, you actually get to determine when things go out. And this goes back to finding when your fans and followers are online and making sure your posts go out when they're most online, when they are online. So you want to make sure you're doing that. You're doing the research. You're looking at your insights. You're making sure that you're there when your fans and followers are looking for you. I know so many of us, I will include myself in the group, have an idea and you want to run with it right then and there. But it may not be the best time of day for it to go out to the universe. It may not be the best time for it to go out to your fans or your following. And that is why a scheduler works really well. So you have this idea, you want to run with it, or maybe it's a question and answer or a fill in the blank or a this or that type post that I recommend. Sometimes putting that out at 11 o'clock at night because you're thinking about it isn't going to get you the best engagement. So you can go ahead and put that into the scheduler and have it go out when your fans are online. Just reading your comments here. Scheduling. So are those posts scheduled on the day that they go out, just at a different time, Cindy? Just trying to figure out. So you have a schedule of the times that it goes out, but maybe like on a Wednesday morning, you find content and you schedule it for later in the morning on Wednesday. And then if something comes up, you post it in the afternoon. Is that how it works for you? And then Stacy, during good week, is scheduling too, but that doesn't happen often. Yeah, scheduling is key. Good point about timing. Things pop in my brain at the most random moments. Yes. So, right, that's what you have to do. Either write it in the journal. If you get an idea, I mean, we are all creative at different times of day. I am my most creative in the early morning. And if I was to be taking all those ideas and putting them out, it may not be the best for my fans and followers or my clients' fans or followers, which is really what I'm spending most of my time putting content out for. So, anyway, that was what I said for that. So, we can talk about tools if you guys want to, but I also want to talk about, doesn't matter what tool you use to schedule posts. It really doesn't matter. First of all, there are a lot, so we won't get into those unless you guys ask. But for today, my big takeaway is that you can keep yourself and your business organized. You can stay busy in your business if you're not worrying about, oh my goodness, I forgot to post today. And you can give yourself the okay to go on vacation because you're setting up these social media marketing posts that are going to reach your fans and followers while you're lying on the beach or hiking a mountain, you know, in the winter, whatever it is, or going skiing in the winter. But my point is that it gives you a little bit of freedom. And my goal is for you to love what you do, love your business. And that includes loving your marketing. And these are some of the things that you need to do so that you don't go like this. I have to post on social media. Because the bottom line is you do have to post on social media because your competition's on social media. And if you're not there, then your competition is the ones that get seen before you do. So you do need to post. So I want you to love it. Hold on, I need a drink. So Cindy, since you're talking right now about your posts, are you using the Facebook scheduler? Is that what you're referring to? So one of the big takeaways I want you guys to remember when it comes to scheduling your social media is there is no such thing. Okay, you're using the Facebook scheduler. Good. I'm glad you're using that tool. It's a free tool. It's crazy not to use it. But one of the things that I really, really, really want you to remember, promise me, give me lots of loves and likes right now if you're with me. Are you here? Do you want me to tell you this little trick? This is my big takeaway. And maybe you have to wait to hear it for you to feel the love and the energy. But promise me, okay, that you will not set it and forget it. If you're going to take me up on the idea of starting to use a scheduler to make things easier in your business so that you can focus more on your business, promise me you will not set it and forget it, because that is not social media. Automation is not the solution, right? Social media, I've told you before, I will tell you again, social media is a two-way street. It is a two-way conversation. I put out content, you engage with me, I engage back with you. So promise me that if you're going to implement this into your process, if you're going to start using a scheduler, if you're going to put out content to make it easier on yourself through a platform that gets your content out when maybe you're not online, promise me you will still engage with your fans and followers, that you will still respond, you will like, you will reply, you will comment, because as someone who's a fan of pages, and you are too, there's nothing better than when the person on the page there's nothing better than when they respond to you. If you ask a question or you give a comment, even if they just show you some love. So Justin asked, what do you mean by set it and forget it? Okay, so if you're going to use a scheduler, if you're going to use like Post Planner, if you're going to put content in Hootsuite, for example, and have it post to your page, don't just load up a scheduler and walk away for a month and expect that to grow your following and expect that to increase engagement and expect that to convert people into leads. You do have to still engage, right? You got it. Okay, good. There's a little delay in the comments from when I see them and when you ask them. So hopefully I answered your question. But my big points today about scheduling, and I wrote, I think in the title, the good, the bad, and the laid back. Here's the deal. There are some great ways to use schedulers. It can help you stay organized. You know, when you're coming up with those ideas and you want to get that content out to your fan base or your followers or your email list, load up that scheduler on Facebook or load up your scheduler on Post Planner or whatever platform you're using, and know that that's okay to have things go from not your fingers to the social media newsfeed, okay? Know that it's okay, that you can have something as a tool to help you organize those thoughts and get those thoughts out to the people at the right time, at the right day, when they're looking for your content. So know that that's okay. Don't think it's a cop-out. The bottom line is none of us can do this all ourselves. There's a lot of social media platforms. There's a lot of different ways to market your business online. I know we talk about different platforms, email marketing, social media marketing, live streaming. You can't do all of that, and you can't run your business without having these tools help you. So I just want you to know that there's nothing wrong with having a tool, right? So you need it. You need to find a balance. Cindy, like scheduling posts that relate to holiday. Yes, very smart. You know, that's a great point. Some of the best scheduled posts are, in fact, holiday posts, anniversary things, testimonials can be scheduled ahead of time. No one cares that those are scheduled. The point is you're going to get that content out. If your business is going to be closed for certain hours, or if you're running a contest, you can get all of that set up and scheduled ahead of time. Absolutely. Very great point. I also love to tell my clients to repost their blog posts. If you've got blog posts that you've put out 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 12 months ago, that your fans and followers, you've already put out once, put it out again. Those are things that can be scheduled over and over and over again. And I would never, ever tell you to not repost some of those pieces of content, because I would hope your fan base is growing, and that means you have new fans. And if you have new fans, they haven't seen what you did last month or 3 months ago or 10 months ago. So definitely use that as an opportunity to repurpose content. You can schedule it for sure. So that's what I had to talk about today. If you guys have questions, now's the perfect time to ask some questions. Let me just see. Looks like Justin, what's the best platform for a client event, Facebook event, and invite? So that's a great question. There's a lot of different platforms for events. It probably has to do with whether or not there's a paid ticket, or if it's just you want to get information out about an event and you're not requesting an RSVP. But if you want RSVPs, you definitely want to have... Wow, I have never sneezed on a Facebook Live. That's a first. Wow, sorry. Apologize. I guess I'm sneezing on the truth. But the best platform for a client event, it really depends on if you are looking to have RSVPs and or you're selling tickets. So that would be what I would tell you to look for. If you are selling events, I want you to, if you're selling tickets, you could use Eventbrite or Meetup. If you're going to sell events and you want to use Facebook events, you want to try to integrate with some sort of ticket purchasing, because you want to convert people and make sure that they aren't just, with Facebook events, people can just say they're interested or coming, and then it's like out of sight, out of mind. If they have to actually register, it does make a difference in your event count. So great question. Let me just get to more questions. You can donate here, post. That's a great idea. Yeah, you can donate here. You can sign up for my email list, get my free download. I'll be at this location. Come meet me. Those are great scheduled posts. Awesome idea. No cost, follower member event. So if you want RSVPs, Justin, you can use the Facebook event. You could actually use your email marketing and drive them to your Facebook event. That would be probably what I would do. I would post it on social media, on your public pages, in your private group, as well as send an email out and drive all of those platforms to the Facebook event. And you could actually put some money behind the Facebook event and do an ad for it if you want. So you don't have to spend a lot of money, but it would get more, certainly more traction. You can post a link to purchase tickets, but you have to have that integrated. So whether, depending upon your website, if you're using Eventbrite or Infusionsoft or any of the platforms, if you put PayPal link to buy tickets, you could do that too. Ask for reviews is another one. Great one, yeah. There's a lot of social media post ideas. If you're part of our social post idea private group, there's 17 ideas in there. Those can all be scheduled ahead of time. So great questions today, guys. Thank you so much. Keep those questions coming. Also, actually, if we're not going to get into tools. I use a scheduler. The reason I use the scheduler I use is because I can curate content right in it. And so I can post to both Facebook and Twitter. I can set up a schedule that works best. I can decide when links like content blogs go out. I can decide when images only go out. I can also decide when text posts go out. So there might be a client that I have and their demographic might be sitting on their couch in the evening after they put their kids to bed and they're on their smartphone, right? And so what are they doing? They are scrolling on their phone. I might just do a survey post or a text only post just to get some engagement in the evening when I know that their fans and followers are online. So let's see. Any other questions? It's funny, I can't like any of your comments on my phone. It's funny. I don't know if they're doing an upgrade or an update, but I can see all your comments. Here we go. I can like them now. So I also, just so you guys know, if you don't yet use a scheduler, I use Post Planner. I'm an affiliate for Post Planner. If anybody wants to try Post Planner, I'd be willing to give you a demo for free. I will walk you through the platform and you can see how it works for your business. So just message me. I'll put the link, I'll put something in the comments below. You guys can message me and we can set up that demo so you can see how it works. I'd be happy to show you. I find it to be a safe haven for me. I log in to Post Planner every day. I can see what I have scheduled for my clients. I can see what I have scheduled for my own business. And I can make adjustments as necessary. Like Cindy mentioned, if something is hot in the news and you want to update it, like I typically have a schedule that's so strict that I know that for this client, there's going to be a post that goes out 7 a.m., 11 a.m., and 7 p.m., which gives me that window in the afternoon or the window in between posts in the morning to put content that might be happening that's more timely. The piece about the don't set it and forget it, and to kind of still be timely and present in your posts is, unfortunately, a couple years ago, I remember Marathon Monday being just yesterday. I remember that I had clients that were posting that were scheduling things, and it's also Patriots Day, right? So Marathon Monday, and they had posts that were scheduled to go out because of the marathon, and then because of the tragedy of the bombing, you got to be aware of what you have scheduled. And we made sure that we went in and we got rid of anything that was scheduled to go out that day, or at least paused it because it wasn't appropriate because of what was happening in the city of Boston. So those are things that you have to think of. That is another reason why you can't set it and forget it. You still have to know what's in the scheduler, what you're planning to go out. And that's the good, the bad, and the laid back. You kind of have to give yourself the freedom to post when the mood strikes, but the scheduling allows you to be consistent. The scheduling gives you the tool to be consistent so that you're staying in the news feed of your fans and followers, which is key. And you guys know that because I've told you 1,000 times that you've got to stay. It doesn't have to be 10 posts a day, but you've got to be there so that when they're looking for you, your business is right here for them and for their friends. So that's it. I am going to wrap up. I am so glad that you guys were with me. I'm Deb LaFlamme from For the Love of Your Biz. Wanted to come live. I promised the public page that I would try to come live at least once a week. So I thought this was a great topic to share with you guys about scheduling your social media, the pros and cons, and the reason that you need to be a little fluid and be a little relaxed with your plan, but yet stay in the heads of your customers and your clients so that you're there when they're looking for you. Remember, if you guys want a demo of Post Planner, just message me and I'll be happy to set that up for you. So happy scheduling. Bye.